Hello. So for a long time, the semi-auto conversions of the PPS-43C have had some issues with reliability as far as rounds ejecting and getting back into the receiver area and stopping things up. So a while ago, I made a 3D printed plastic receiver plug that kind of slots into the internals and blocks that off, and that's worked well for me for a number of years now, and actually seems to help quite a bit. But understanding not everybody wants plastic in their guns, there's a couple people who requested a manufactured version of it, so I went ahead and came up with this little guy. It's a stainless steel top plate with aluminum blocks on the bottom. I will try and put it in on camera, otherwise I will put it in and come back to you. But this blocks off just like that plastic one did, but obviously it's made of better materials that won't melt or crack on you. So if you do end up getting one of these, I highly recommend you Loctite the screws, both the set screws internal and the retaining countersink screws, just to make sure nothing backs out in your receiver. I will open it up and try and put that in now. So to disassemble, obviously you're just gonna take your gun apart. It's best if you don't have any ammo or anything in there. Recommended. I already have mine cocked, but this is the gap you're trying to fill here. This plastic plug slots under here and holds itself in there, and that spring there is just to keep it from wobbling around. This upgraded version uses the set screws to push off the bottom of the receiver against this ledge, which retains it solidly and makes sure it doesn't wobble around in there. So it'll sit in there sort of like this. Once it's in, you have to disassemble it to put it in. You would take the blocks off, slot your blocks in, and then you can put on the metal sheet on top and just screw everything down. Again, you're going to want to thread lock it. But it's pretty simple install, pretty obvious. These chamfers go against the bottom lip all the way in that corner there. It's probably hard to see in this lighting, but it will slide in just like that. This will be under the ledge, so I will try and do that quick and come back to you. As far as Allen wrenches go, I believe this one is a 5/64 and this one is a 1/16 for the set screws. I'm not going to provide that because if you're smart enough to install it, you probably have your own already. So I will throw it in there and go ahead and show you what it looks like. All right, so I put it in there. It's a little bit of a puzzle to get everything in there first, but you got to take their aluminum blocks off the bottom, put them in over here, then you should be able to put that top plate on and slide it in. You can snug up your 4 screws on top, which will hold everything together, and then as you pull this over, you'll want to tighten these set screws with some tension going that way. They're milled in there or drilled in there at an angle, and that keeps everything flat rather than having it tilt up when pressure's put on this plate here. So your safety and everything should still function. That's what that cutout is on the side, but it blocks off all that open area, which is traditionally just a spot for casings to go. So hopefully this is somewhat visible. Very difficult to see this lighting, but yeah, that is it. I made 10 of these to start off. I don't think it'll be a super high sales item, so I just made 10 for now. I could make more in the future if it comes to that, but for now, just let me know. And if you want one, you can order it. Just send me a message, and I will get it shipped out. But so far so good as far as my testing goes, and hopefully you guys like them. Thank you.